There's that weird sensation that most of us have experienced, a sudden vibration in your pocket or on the desk, and for a moment, your heart skips. You reach for your phone, only to find nothing there. No call, no message, no notification. It's called phantom vibration syndrome, and it is far more than a minor quirk of modern life. It reveals how deeply intertwined our minds have become with technology. The sensation is a product of expectation and habit. Our brains are finely tuned prediction machines, constantly scanning the environment for cues, signs, and patterns. When a phone is always within reach and notifications are frequent, the nervous system becomes conditioned to anticipate contact. Muscles twitch, nerves fire, and suddenly, the mind interprets a fleeting pressure or shift as a vibration. Even when none occurs, the brain convinces the body that it has. It is a small, silent deception, the mind bridging reality with habit. Attention plays a critical role. We live in an era of perpetual alertness, where every ping, buzz, and chime is a potential lifeline to social connection, information, or work. The brain learns to respond to subtle stimuli that resemble the familiar pattern of a phone vibration. A shift in fabric against skin, the hum of a passing train, even an internal muscle twitch can trigger a misperception. In these moments, our sensory system and our desire for connection conspire, and the imagined vibration feels real. Phantom vibrations are also bound up with anxiety and anticipation. Phones are conduits for messages from others, and messages often carry significance. A loved one's text, a boss's urgent call, news we do not want to miss. These possibilities heighten sensitivity. The mind becomes hyper-alert, scanning continuously for signals. Each moment of quiet carries a tension, a question: is it happening now? And when the mind detects something even faintly reminiscent of a vibration, it fills in the rest. The body responds, pulse quickens, and consciousness accepts the illusion as fact. Neuroscience suggests that this phenomenon is linked to the brain's plasticity. Neural circuits adapt to repeated behaviors and expectations. A habit of checking the phone frequently strengthens the pathways connecting touch, expectation, and reward. These circuits operate below conscious awareness, forming automatic responses. Phantom vibrations are the result of these circuits firing in anticipation, not in response to external reality. The mind rehearses an action, a check, a glance, a reach, without ever receiving the signal. In this way, the body becomes a rehearsal space for imagined communication. There is intimacy in the experience. Phantom vibrations reflect our psychological landscape, revealing the mind's preoccupations, attachments, and dependencies. They are not merely distractions, they are signals of how deeply our social world, mediated through devices, has become embedded in our neurology. They tell us about the spaces we occupy, the urgency we place on connectivity, and the invisible threads tying attention to technology. Interestingly, people respond differently. Some barely notice, others feel a persistent pull, a subtle anxiety that interrupts focus. Studies suggest that individuals who are more socially connected, more dependent on digital communication, or more prone to anxiety experience phantom vibrations more often. In this way, the phenomenon is as much psychological as physiological, an echo of the human need for information and reassurance, expressed in bodily sensation. Phantom vibrations are also a reflection of the blurred boundaries between external and internal reality. The mind mistakes internal signals for external ones, creating a seamless illusion of contact. The body reacts as if the phone truly vibrated, yet nothing exists outside the mind. This interplay illustrates how perception is not passive reception but active construction. The nervous system interprets, predicts, and sometimes misfires, producing experiences that feel undeniable despite their illusory nature. There is subtle irony in this condition. The very tools designed to connect us, smartphones, messaging apps, notifications, can generate sensations even when they are silent. The brain, conditioned by habit and expectation, carries the weight of technology within the body itself. In a sense, the phone becomes an extension of the nervous system, a phantom limb whose presence is imagined, yet compelling. Beyond the technological angle, there is a human truth here. Phantom vibrations reveal our desire for connection, our vigilance, and our embeddedness in networks of communication. They are a mirror of the mind's longing, the unconscious prioritization of social signals, the persistent habit of checking, waiting, and anticipating. They expose how attention, expectation, and emotion converge to shape perception, reminding us that even in quiet moments, the mind is rarely still. And there is a lesson in awareness. Recognizing phantom vibrations as an internal phenomenon, rather than a failure of reality, can quiet the restless mind. Mindfulness, intentional breaks from devices, and periods of disconnection recalibrate neural pathways. The body relaxes, the pulse slows, and the brain learns to distinguish anticipation from actual stimulus. The illusion fades, yet the experience leaves a mark, an understanding of how seamlessly expectation shapes perception, how habit rewires sensation, and how modern life blends external signals with internal reality. Phantom vibration syndrome is not just a curious side effect of smartphones. It is a window into the architecture of the mind, the dance between expectation and reality, and the ways our bodies and brains adapt to a world of constant communication. It reveals vulnerability, attention, and the subtle influence of technology on consciousness. To feel a vibration that isn't there is to glimpse the mind's relentless activity, its predictive prowess, and its intimate entanglement with the networks that connect us. Even in the quiet absence of a phone, the brain hums with presence, rehearsing, anticipating, and reminding us that connection is as much a state of mind as a signal in our pockets.